Howdy, y'all. My name is Press. I'm coming at you with some more Be Happy. Okay, ouchie toesies. So, last time we started working on the stuff for the Alveary, and that is what we are continuing to do today. I've done a little bit of work. So, update on the compacting situation. We are currently at three of our sextuples needed to make a septuple. So, we're 1/3 of the way there. We just got that third one. So pretty stoked on that. I've been working on some bee-related things, which we'll talk about in a moment, and we have 251 of these scented panelings made. So I actually went and I pumped out the rest of the honey that was in there, and I think this guy just finished up all the honey that I had it processing, because I went through a ton of honey, you guys. My goodness. This is all the pollen I have left over, and got some royal jelly left over in here. I brought it all over here. Now we're going to take this wheat, and I wanted you guys to be here for this so you could see what I'm doing in order to get this seed oil. But basically, I just took a bunch of wheaten combs and ran them through the system so I could get wheat, turn those wheats into seeds, and now we're going to be creating ourselves a whole bunch of wheat. Oh, we got a bunch of beeswax in here too. I was just pumping tons and tons of honeycombs into there to get it to process. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just start pumping this stuff into here, and we'll just have the excess pump out into here. So I should actually probably disconnect this so it doesn't try and pump into that guy. So now this stuff should slowly start to fill this up, I think. Let's find out. It's only like 10. Yeah, it's 10 millibuckets at a time. So it's going to take us some time because we're going to need something like, I think, 2,000. So we'll keep that going. Maybe I'll go grab some more wheaten combs. Maybe I'll put the wheaten bees back into the system if it seems like that's something that we're going to need. Ooh. But I think we'll have enough as is. But yeah, let's get a couple more of these processing. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now, there are a couple of questy-related things that we're going to clear through today. Centrifuge system. Boom. Boop, boop, boop. So let's look at our quest book, and we'll discuss that there. By the way, one of y'all let me know down in the comments that you can actually do what I was asking about last time. Apparently, if I get the thermal expansion wrench, I can use that to make it so that this thing will auto pump out or in. So that's really cool. Good to know. I'll probably be using that in the future. So I want to work through all of these, so I have written down on my little notepad in front of me all the things that we're going to have to do to breed all these bees. These ones on this side are a little bit more, they're a little bit more intense as to what they require, so we may not make it all the way through these today. I bet you we can get through a good chunk of these guys today, so we'll be doing that. As far as the actual stuff that they produce, that may be a different story. I went ahead and, last time we made the Princess Spidery drone. If we didn't make that last time, then I must have done it right after recording last time. But I made that. It's in the system. And if we go over here, you'll see I've got some spider's eyes and string all building up. So we're almost there. We're almost there. Oh, I do need to check. It's been a while since I checked the system to make sure it's not like clogged or anything. Things look good. Things look good. Nothing building up. All you have to do is really just like look and see if there's like a ton of something in an area. Like if I go and look in here, if it were all built up, then I'd be worried, but it's not, so must be fine. Okay, so those are our main goals right now. The compacting stuff, the getting the seed oil in order to do the carpentry stuff. So the next thing that we need for the carpentry stuff, oh, and we're gonna have plenty of seed oil, is we're going to need to, let's clear this out. Don't need that anymore. And what we're making is impregnated casings, which I've already got the recipe for here. The only thing that we might worry about here, because we need 27, is I might not have enough wood logs on me to do that. So I got a bunch of them there. It's almost nighttime. Going to have to do that because our power stops at nighttime, basically. So I brought a bunch of wood logs over. So we'll go ahead and do this. And let's just make a quick little one of those guys, right? And can I clear that? No, it'll clear once I get the stuff in there. So we've got how much seed oil? We got plenty of seed oil. It's got to be plenty. So can I, if I do that, and then a little bit of, well, I mean, that'll work, but also like this. Is that taking it out of there? Okay, I think it's going into here, mostly. All right, cool. We're making impregnated casings. So we're going to let those get made, and then we'll slowly start to make the alvearies throughout the rest of the episode. But I think that should be plenty honestly, all those seeds, I think, will end up being more than enough seed oil. But that will also get me to another quest that I would like to complete, because I've been looking so much at these other quests in order to figure out, like, this new stuff, and we've been really focused on this resource quest for the past couple episodes, that I forgot to look through the rest of the machinery quest, right? I've been so focused on this chunk that I didn't really look up in this way. I can totally complete this quest, no problem. I just got to make some graphite. 32 graphite. All I have to do is take some coal and smelt that coal. Easy peasy. We're going to do that right away. This guy, I just need to make 2 machine frames, 2 basic machine frames, and we're going to get 2 more portable tanks, 2 caches, and 2 strong boxes. Oh, we get to pick one. Well, I'll pick the portable tanks. I want to have more portable tanks. I like those a lot. And then from there, we'll see where these lead. They might not lead anywhere. They might lead somewhere. Who knows? But we can do those easy. And then these ones, remember, these ones are all about, we're going to do for the spa. What is the thermionic fabricator quest? I just need to make one, and it'll give me a bunch of glass. All right, I should probably focus on these things as well. These things are all going to be useful to us at some point, I'm sure. So we got lots of those to do. We got lots and lots of quests to do. But right now, the one that we're mainly focused on is this resources and the for the breeding. So let me just double check that for the breeding one real quick. Pretty sure it is, we need 27 alvearies, right? Yeah, 24 alveary blocks, which is really just 3 alvearies. Okay. Then let's look at these breeding things, because like I said, I've got some of the stuff set up, and we can probably make several of these guys. So one thing, I made a pupil princess, and I wish I had kept the drones. I threw them away right away. I just wasn't thinking. But they make a papery comb, so we're going to have to make some of those again at some point, because you can get paper, which is cool. But there might be other bees that do it even better than they do, so who knows. But I digress. Let's look at the bees that we need. So we need a brainy bee, a batty bee, a blizzy bee, and a jellied bee. Gelid bee. Resources. Let's look at them. These guys, right? So we've got the spidery princess making its stuff. Cool. Then we've got the, we need to make the batty, and we need to make the brainy. So now the batty is pretty simple. Batty is a skulking plus a windy. The brainy is a skulking plus a pupil, which is the one that I already went ahead and got ahead of time, and I'll show you guys what makes that in just a second. And then the blizzy is a skulking and a wintry. So I went ahead and I got all the queens that we needed in order to do that, and I got 3 skulking drones all bred up. So let's go ahead and make some of these. So we'll first start with, I also made a secluded princess on accident because I was trying to make a monastic. So let's start with you. Oh, I'm gonna need to make a skulking queen, aren't I? Or a windy queen. So let's start with the pupil plus the skulking. Boom. Now we'll get ourselves a brainy queen. So let's let that go, and let me go ahead and make one of these into a queen maker. Let's auto you up. No, I said let's auto you up, and let's grab. Oh, actually, I don't want an auto. We'll just keep checking it. Secluded, and I want to turn you into a windy queen. So let's put a couple of these in there, and then we'll see where that goes. Should work. I'm gonna have to run it through the system because it's not the proper kind of genes. So let's get you doing that real quick, and let's take you brainy queen. Cool, we got that one. Now let's do the wintry, and let's mix you with a skulking, and we get ourselves a blizzy queen. Very cool. How are you doing? We've got 10 impregnated casings, and now we're low on seed oil. Okay. So I guess we didn't. That really wasn't enough. All right, well then. Good thing I went ahead and did some of this action. Let's make some more seeds. I could have sworn, but maybe, you know what it was? We had a whole lot of seed oil built up from before. That's what it was. So I was misrepresenting what the how much the seeds were worth as they were coming in. But still, there's another couple chunks, so we'll let that cycle through. Plenty of wood there. All right, cool. So we'll let that go. It should still end up being enough. I can go grab some more wheat and combs if we really need to. Bees. Give me this secluded. Hopefully you will come back as a windy queen. And give me this blizzy. And we'll put both of y'all through this system so that y'all will be a little bit better, produce us the right kind of stuff, and be able to be worked underground. And mutagen looks like it's good. Waiting on you. Okay, so then while we do that, let's look at these other bees that we're going to need. Because like I said, we're waiting on that one to become a windy queen so that we can make the batty princess. And then once we have the blizzy, it becomes a little bit more complex to make the gelid. So we have the blizzy. So the gelid one is going to take an icy queen, which comes from, here, let's look at it. It's going to take an icy drone or an icy queen. So we have the blizzies, so we'll make a bunch of those, and then we'll be able to get a blizzy. We'll probably have a blizzy drone is what we'll use. So the icy drone is going to come from an industrious and a wintry. Wintry is a hive. Industrious is something that we're producing a lot of. So all I got to do is get that hive queen, cycle it through, and then we're good to go. So that's that. Now, for the other side of these ones are a little bit more in depth, right? These guys we've already got, so these ones we can complete as soon as this quest is done. Then we have this Smoldering Princess, which will get us Blaze Rods. Awesome, right? Well, that requires a Ghastly and a Hateful. I've gotten Hatefuls in the past. As you can remember, they come from Infernals and Eldritches. I probably have a couple of drones sitting around, though, so I should be fine there. But the Ghastly one comes from a baddie and an ethereal. So once we get the baddie, we can do that. We have ethereals. Oh, excuse me, I just had the hiccups. The ethereal is in the system, so that will be doable. And then we've got the sulfur drone, or the Dante, which comes from the smoldering, plus an austere. Austeres we also have in the system, I believe, or at least I should have some drones. And then finally, the pyro is Dante plus carbon. So we've got all the base bees for all of this stuff. We're just waiting on the rest of the components associated with it. Okay, so let's go like this, and let's check on you. How are you doing? You're still going through. Your lifespan is taking some time, you jerk. All right, these are just skulkings. I'll get them in the system soon, but keeping them down here for now is actually kind of helpful. All right, let's go ahead and put the Brainy in here. Let's go ahead and put the Blizzy in there. We'll let these guys cycle through a little bit so we can see what they produce. Let's just go ahead and take these. We'll just run them through the system. I should actually probably hold on to one papery and just go ahead and get it set aside a honeycomb spot, but we'll just leave it here for now. Let me also grab some coal from over here. We should have some. Whee! Cool. Nope, down one. Cool, how are you doing? Cool, yeah. And so let's make a stack of graphite bars, which we should be able to do just in our redstone furnace. We're doing a lot of quests, a lot of bouncing around quests here, but I think we're getting a lot of stuff done. So, pop you in there. That should start making us some graphite. Let's see, let's be sure. Yes, cool. So that'll be easy to do. And you've made 3 more. So we're getting there. We're about, what, a little over halfway there. Might have to get some more. Let's go ahead and let's take all the wheaten combs that we've got and process them. Because we can always get more. That's why we've got all the bees saved up. And whatever is excess, we can just hold on to. So it shouldn't be a problem. Process. You. Okay. Now, what do we got going on over here? You are supposed to turn into a windy drone. Do it soon. Or windy queen, rather. All right, you're making frozen combs. I don't think we have any of those yet. You're making zombie... Okay, you just straight up make zombie brains. All right, good to know. So we'll need to go make some Jabas for those. Let's go ahead and get those set up while we're waiting. Okay. Frozen. They're a pretty nice bright white / bluish. Now y'all can see into the mind of Price as he starts to sort these honeycombs around. So let's think. A good spot for this would honestly probably be like... Nope. And like that, maybe? That's not a bad place for it. It's not the best place for it. That might be the best place for it. Or... that? It's not bad. Something like that. And then maybe like this. And like this. That blue one's too bright. That's too bright of a blue. How about this? That'll do. I'm not a fan of the difference in hue there, but it is what it is. I mean, I could move it. I could honestly put it on this left-hand side. Well, no. It'll go there. See, I worry too much about things that don't matter. That's the aesthetics of that. Does not matter, but I care too much. All right, brains. We need space for both sets of brains. We're running out of space in this room here. I think I'm going to have to expand out and maybe have this room also be part of this, or I may knock out these walls, and then this floor is going to be a single floor that's all storage, because realistically, this floor is a pretty contiguous floor, and it could easily be one straight floor. So I think I might do that, and so then we'll stretch these wires all the way across on the inside and over here, and we'll have ourselves a nice, like, bigger area for this, because we're running out of space for all these different things. Like, it's even difficult for me to just put these down so that I can put the stuff in them so that I can put them on the walls without accidentally hooking them up prematurely. So let's go ahead and get those, because we're going to want all this stuff to be pumped into the system eventually. So we got that. Now let's go check on things. Sorry if you can hear. You probably can't, but there's kind of like a knocking sound going on. That's just people doing work outside. It's always louder to me than it is to y'all. Y'all can barely ever hear it, I believe. All right, so that stuff's getting squeezed through. What do we got? One. Is that it? Ugh. Still got more pumping through, though, right? No. Oh, yeah. Okay, we still got some pumping through. Good. I was worrying that we might get like right towards that edge of not being able to complete it on time. All right, squeezer. Let's get some more in there. Okay. And how are these princesses doing? What you got for me? You're still doing your thing. You're all kinds of messed up, but that's fine. This is what we do. This is how we be. Okay, you, and then we'll slowly work those guys through. Now let's check on Windy. Are you a Windy? You are not even done yet. No, that's the wrong one. You're secluded still. You're the devil. I'm not happy with you. Doot. And let's go sleep because power is going to be an issue. Another thing I need to do, and let me go check on this guy now. I started producing another Stanum princess, like I had said last time. I really wanted another Stanum. So I put a thing over here. You're Stanum now. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. So many excess drones. Let's just go ahead quickly. I just want to make sure that what it's producing ends up being the right type, which I think it now is, which is why it looks like this. Ooh, you're draining the crap out of that energy. Oh, boy. Yeah. We really got to deal with our power situation. So next time, we may be starting to look into ways of doing that. Now, I know I have that crazy furnace thing. And so a lot of people are suggesting that I should do some things with the furnace. One suggestion that people had that is not doable is people have been saying, oh, put lava in there. Pump some lava in there. It's going to be great. Can't put lava in there. It only uses default Minecraft furnace fuel. And so like, even if you put a bucket of lava in there, doesn't work. So it'll only work with like default woods, like oak and stuff like that, planks, things that you could burn in a regular Minecraft game, and coal and charcoal and things like that. So it's like, it's a very limited amount of stuff that you can actually burn in that furnace. So it's a little difficult to use in that way. But yeah, as you can see, our bees are now pulling too much power from the system overall, which is dangerous. That's a bit of a problem, bit of an issue. So what I want to do is I would like to work on making some more solar panels, because if we can even make, 2 more of these guys, that would be huge. And I believe the ingredients required for them are not that bad for us to have to try and accomplish. All right, let's go check on our graphite. Where's our graphite? We got our graphite. Okay, can we complete that quest? Machinery, unclaimed rewards. Whoa, we opened up a whole bunch of stuff. Cool. Coal, claim reward. What is this? Yellorium. All right, so now we need to make a Yellorium princess. What are you? Diamantes. We got that in spades. Come on. It's the first thing we did. Resonant flux ducts, reactor controllers. You can pick one of these. Capacitor bank. Don't know what that is. So this wants us to build reactor stuff. Oh, so this might be... Well, then maybe this is what we'll focus on for our power going forward. This is all going to be nuclear power stuff. So we'll think on that. Let me get to the basic... let's build these basic machine frames, because I have a feeling then, if that's the case... Can I? No, can't use that, see? Only simple stuff. Let's check on our casings. How are you doing? We've got 19 of the, what I essentially think are going to be the 27. Or is it using these wood? Hold on, let me see. Or did it grab the last of the birch? It's using these wood. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. It used to be you had to have it be the exact thing, but it looks like the shapeless has now made it so you don't. Awesome. So now we're just waiting on seed oil. We need 7 more worth of seed oil. How are you doing on squeezing? We need some more seeds in there, but I think we might be at like just enough. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I might have to go and bone meal some stuff. Whoa, did I get it? All right, they're in there. Where's my bone meal? I know I have some in a chest somewhere. Oh, boy. Bother. We're going to have a bee soon that'll produce us bone meal, which will also be really useful, but we don't have that at the moment. At least I think I have bone meal. Oh, I can also watering can stuff if I really needed to. All right, we'll just hold on to that. Okay, man, I'm all over the place today, but it's because we have so much stuff. So much stuff to get done. So let's build those 2 machine casings, because that's easy. Machine frames. So we need tin gears, iron, and glass. Tin gear is really easy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 4 tin around 1 iron. So basically we need 5 iron, 5 iron, 4 tin, and 4 glass is what we need. So come here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. And glass. Wait. I believe we have some here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, if I'm... Oh, but we need to make 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting over here being a dingus. Down 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, let us first make 2 tin gears. Okay. And place that in the middle, and then we need it. It's either 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or it's going to be the other way. But there we go. 2 machine frames. Easily done. Quest book. Manual submit. We'll grab those. Claim reward. And now it wants Electrum and Invar, which that we can do. And then it wants a machine framed hardened, and we'll start to get a couple more of these things. Okay, we're getting some more quest chains here. Lots of machinery buffoonery going on. We have 2 portable tanks now, which I'm going to just go ahead and leave on the ground over here. But we're going to use that to store the extra seed oil if we have any, and that will, and we'll use that for future stuff if we need it. All right, we've got 2 more of these. How are we doing on seeds? Oh, no, we're not going to have enough. All right, let me go and grow a bunch of wheat. And I think what I'll do is I might put in a quick little break here so that y'all don't have to sit through me just like growing a bunch of wheat for a whole bunch of time. And then we will revisit in just a moment after I... Oh, didn't do that. After I take care of that, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to take... Oh, hey, there's 10 wheat, and there's 17 seeds. But it's definitely not going to be enough, but it's going to be enough for me to grow some more. So like I said, I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to grow a bunch of wheat real fast, and I'll let y'all see me in a bit. So see y'all when that is done. Come on. 250, 250, 250, 250. Oh, thank goodness. Yes! Okay, cool. All right, so it took me maybe like 10 minutes of just watering over there to get enough seeds to do the rest of that. So that worked out just fine. Was there any left in here that I just missed? Okay, good. I was going to be a little upset if that were the case. Okay, so I've been running these bees through as well. So let's go ahead and put these guys where they belong. Growing along. Boop and boop. And let's grab all you blizzies. Let's do the same to y'all. So that we can get y'all all set up. And again, once we get these guys nice and completed, we will get them through into the system so that they're producing stuff and getting that to us. So that'll be good. That I'll probably do in between episodes and slowly work towards that. So this will end us up with what? We'll have a Brainy. We'll have a Blizzy. And did you turn into the thing that I needed? Why do you... Oh, come on. Gotta breed him again. Let's do this. Sigh. So this one's going to take a little bit to do. So I'm going to actually... I'm just going to wait for now. And we're going to take this stuff. We got our last impregnated casing. We got all of our scented panelings. Let's make ourselves some Alviary blocks. Hex to the yeah. Now, I believe that that's just like this, if I am not mistaken. Boom. And let's just make sure that we get enough of everything. 23. We don't have enough? Oh, we do. Okay, cool. I was like, why do we not have enough? Okay, cool. I was just missing a stack. Wasn't looking at it properly. Because I was like, I know I made way more than I needed. Like, I knew that was a thing. All right, now let's see where this quest goes. Now, really quickly, I'll show you. Well, actually, no, because I don't think the quest is going to take them from us, and it's actually going to give us a whole bunch more. So let's complete the quest for the breeding. 5% complete. Okay. So Alviary, claim reward. We now get 27 more Alviaries. Next, we need to make some frame housings. What are these? I assume you take an Alviary, you add golden electron tubes and iron nuggets, ingots, and you get some frame housings. And what does that entail? 16 of those, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's read the description there. With a simple Alviary, you will not produce a lot of combs, but you have the ability to change the bottom 2 layers of the structure, only the outside, not the middle ones. Why not prepare your Alviaries for the upcoming quests? So this is just basically like these, so that the frame housing allows you to put in frames that you would normally use in an apiary. I'll show you what a frame looks like real quick. We've seen them before. We got them for quests early on. Like these frames, untreated frames, impregnated frames, proven frames, etc. We got a bunch of those from quests early on. I got rid of them because they were taking up space and I didn't see the need for them. But basically, I'll show you what an Alviary looks like. I'll do it over here because this is our dead zone right now. Pretty soon, we're going to start building the spa over here. But here's what an Alviary looks like. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, ba-doop. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and that should have... Right? No? Are they empty in the middle? Maybe they're empty in the middle. Pretty sure they're not, though. Yeah. Work progress, 0%. They've changed this. This isn't how it used to work. All right, I'll have to play around and figure out exactly how to do Alviaries now, because that's used to be you just built it like a multi-block like that. Oh no! You know what? No, I know what it is. I just remembered. You need some slabs. You need a roof. So do we have any wood just sitting over here? We do. We have you. Just go like this real quick. And what do I need? I need 1, 2. Okay. So now, if I do this, I believe this will turn it properly into an Alviary. There you go. Now we got an Alviary. Okay, so now as you can see, it's like seeping honey from the side. You can put your bees in there just like you normally would. Here's where the stuff comes out. And then you have a whole bunch of options for what you can do to these lower layers. So that's going to be where the... things like the mutator, the frame housing, the rain shield, the alveary lighting, the electrical stimulator, the hatchery. Like I said, these all do things similarly to what the upgrades do for the industrial alvearies. So if this whole quest line just has to do with alvearies, we'll do it. We'll complete the quest for completion's sake. But we're not really going to be too worried about like actually using the things. We're just going to be doing it for completing the quests. But we'll see if we get maybe something else down the line. But yeah, that's what an Alviary looks like. Which, I do like what they look like. I could see myself using some just in certain areas just because they're kind of cool. Like maybe certain biome areas that we make will do that. So that could be pretty cool. But I think that's going to be where we end this episode of Be Happy because, it's been a little bit of a long one, but also, I had to do some stuff in between. And so that kind of made the time limit for me go a little longer than normal. But progress has been made. We are now moving into some crazy stuff when it comes to quests. You know what? Actually, let me just quickly boop. Let's on over to here. Okay, what do we got over here that is different? I'm gonna have to call Pigby to come and take down some of these signs at some point, but not right now. Do we have any other signs sitting over here? We don't. Let me make some signs. We have some sticks. We got some sticks. Do I have some planks? I know I had some planks and then I used them. Sure, we'll take you 2 and you 4. Oh boy, such a mess. I'm gonna have so many signs just like sitting around random places. Oh, and I don't have my... Let's make some signs. Let's make some signs. Let's make some signs. Boom. Okay, and the rest of y'all, just go in here real quick. I didn't mean to put you away. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to bed one last time, and then we'll come look at the sign so that we can update it for what we want to do going forward. Because we've made some changes, and we're also gonna be gonna be changing tack a little bit. So Thaumcraft Britannia still on the docket, but it's a little bit ways away. Nuclear power. Nuclear power is definitely something that we're more into now because we have all those quests related to nuclear power. So we're going to start going through those. Computer system is still a big plan. Waiting on the compression. Elevators. Really need to do this. Now I've got a source of string, which means a source of wool, which means all I need is a source of ender pearls because we are getting ender, but we're not getting ender pearls. And we are getting enderium, but we're not getting ender pearls. So I need to get some bees that'll give me some ender pearls. What else? Spidery Princess we got. And then what do we need to add to this list? I feel like there's some things we need to add. So the resource bees, just in general, like we need to get through the rest of those resource bees. We did our alviaries, and that might be it. I feel like there's something else I'm missing. Let me go look at what we did today. Because there were some other quests that we were looking at, weren't there? Because there's the machinery quests that are different. It's like the nuclear quests, but then also, what are these ones? The machine frame quests, I guess, is what I would call those. And then the spa stuff are things that I want to work on, which are all kind of like different oh, ouch, that hurt. All kind of like different directions that we can take. But spa is already up there. So let's go ahead and let's also add the machine frame quests. And that'll be something that we'll focus on as well. Okay, y'all. So I think we've got a good roadmap for what we're heading towards over the next couple of episodes. We got so much stuff to do, but we have also been making so much progress that I think, pretty soon some big things are going to be happening. I do want to, in the next couple of weeks, I got to be thinking about what I'm going to be doing for the spa. I really think I want to start designing the spa, and then we can start building the spa, because the pig pen is not done. I'd say it's like it's a teenager right now, right? Most of the stuff's there. We got a lot of stuff going on, and we just got like a little bit of changes to do, a little bit of things that we need to fix up inside there. Need to get the elevators, need a couple more machines and things. So it's not fully formed, but like in the stages of a building, it's more adolescent rather than baby or infant. And like this guy over here, storage man, this is like a fully grown adult who like every now and then has like a midlife crisis, or in this case, a mid-floor crisis, as in that middle floor. I'm cutting it all in. I'm cutting it all down. I'm knocking out all those walls. Excuse me. I think that'll be a job for Pigby. Anyway, with all that, thank you all for watching. If you like what you saw, please be sure to give this video a like, a favorite, and subscribe to the channel. My name is Hover and Price, and I will see y'all next time.